Okay, so this is the chapter 20 video and whatnot for me and David. I'm John, by the way. Uh yeah, this is backup slash time machine. Time machine is the application in Mac OS that you use to access your backups. The first backup you do, it takes a while because it backs up everything, and then about like whenever you set it, like an hour or so, every hour, it backs up anything that's changed. So like if you saved a file, it backs up that file to the image it saves. Um, and that's why it doesn't take as long as saving the entire OS over and over and over again, and it doesn't take up as much space because you're not saving like thousands of copies of the OS. It's just what changes. So restoring the snapshots and whatnot. Um, Usually you'd want all your backups and everything on an external drive so that if something happens to your computer, you still have them. That's why you have backups in case something happens. Um, but you could also have snapshots, which are smaller files of uh, that keep track of the changes in files and stuff that are locally saved on your computer. So when you don't have your external drive available, you can still go into Time Machine, and instead of accessing your main Time Machine on the external drive, it accesses the local saves. Image recovery is when you back up your system using an image, um, which is whereas here we have snapshots, which are like in Time Machine where it has like saves of the changed files. An image is a copy of the entire OS and all the files on it, like the initial save in Time Machine. So when you're restoring it, you're using a snapshot to restore like a folder, a file, or something. When you're recovering it, you're using an image. Here's David with disk maintenance utilities.
Yes, sir. Okay. Also, I'll do the next one too. I'll do the next one.
Okay.
So disk maintenance utilities is basically what you use to keep your disks all fresh and clean. So on the left we have Time Machine. Let's say you delete a file. He already mentioned this, I think, but it's also part of disk maintenance. The actual disk maintenance utilities are on the right. It's the stuff where it's like if you have an actual problem with your SSD or HDD, it'll run scans. It'll like verify problems. It'll also log down everything that's happened on your disk in a while. So like as you can see in that image, it says like disk permissions, repair disk stuff, blah blah blah. Now on the next slide, we got the shell and the terminal. So this is basically the command line interface for Mac OS. To get there, there's the directory, go devices, applications, utilities, terminal. Then it's just all your commands. So like, yeah, command line interface. Not that deep. So then you got screen sharing. Screen sharing is when you share your screen. Very, very straightforward. You have to be on the personal network. You can, so others can access your screen. It's by URL, as you can see in the image, and you can you can allow access for certain users if you want, or anyone under a group that you create. Lastly, but not least, this one's my personal favorite, the Force Quit. It's a very, very useful tool. It's you can compare it to Windows like Task Manager. So as soon as you run this operation, it'll immediately kill all the resources and shut the program down immediately. No questions asked. And thank you for watching. This was Chapter 20 with John and David. Please like and subscribe for more content.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
Goodbye.